Hi, everyone. I'm Randi, president of the AFT. A week ago, I joined more than 50,000 people in Minneapolis to peacefully protest the cruel and violent federal ICE operations there. The wrenching images of 5-year-old Liam Ramos in detention, the arrests of journalists and activists, and on top of Renee Good's murder, Alex Preddy's horrifying death, demonstrate we are in a different phase. I agree with the majority of Americans that ICE's aggressive and unchecked actions must be reined in. We're trying to help our members navigate these challenging times, and that's why the AFT hosted a webinar this week, and which is also still available on Share My Lesson. You can find resources there and learn how our locals are addressing widespread fear and trauma and keeping schools and healthcare facilities free from illegal intrusions. Personally, I'm wearing a whistle most of the time, and I'm grateful to the states that are doing ICE guardrails. Budget negotiations are continuing in Capitol Hill. The Senate Democrats made great strides in getting the president to separate funding from the Department of Homeland Security from all the other spending bills. That means we can fund the essential services that Americans need, avert another government shutdown, and lawmakers have time to negotiate measures to restrain and reform ICE. And while we're disappointed that the ACA tax credits to prevent huge hikes in healthcare premiums weren't included in this bipartisan budget package, it's clear lawmakers rejected most of the other draconian cuts the president proposed for education, healthcare, and worker safety. I've had great school visits this week in Yonkers, New York, and in Boston. In Yonkers, I saw middle and high school students expressing themselves through the arts and getting hands-on experience in TV and film industries. And I joined story time with kindergartners in Boston, where we gave away a lot of fun books. I also joined an important conversation in Connecticut about the efforts to strengthen, not abandon public education. And today, where I am right now in Boston, creating fairer state tax systems where the rich pay their fair share. Our country is at an inflection point. Masked agents terrorizing our communities, journalists arrested for exercising First Amendment rights, painful affordability crisis, threats to free and fair elections. Americans are standing up for decency and democracy, from the thousands in the bitter cold in Minnesota to the millions who took part in peaceful protests across the country last October. People want government to help us have a better life. There's power in our presence and in being on the streets. That's why I urge you to join fellow AFT members as we stand up a new No Kings demonstration on March 28th. We'll be sharing more information in the coming days and weeks. Thank you for all you do for making a difference in people's lives. I'll be back next week with a new update.